G'day, Steve Morgan here. Australian Bass Tournaments at the conclusion of the VMC round of the 13 Fishing Bass Pro Series. We are at Cania Dam on a cracking day, mate. Like you don't want to be anywhere else in the world, especially after you've won a tournament here, Matty Langford.
Yeah, it turned out like that. It's a beautiful day here and got the win, so I'm pretty happy.
Well, you gave everyone else a fair head start. You were sitting in 16th place last night with a pedestrian bag of bass out of this joint. What we want to know is what you did on the first day and then what adjustments you made today to make that difference in the bags.
Yeah, so in pre-fish I found fish out deep that were pretty willing to bite, so I just, wanted to go and fill a bag out there, and that's what I did on Saturday, but they weren't the fish that, you needed to do really well. I thought, if I went to the edge after I caught my bag, I'd be able to get them. So showed a little bit of potential on the edge yesterday. Got an upgrade or two there. But, honestly, this morning I wasn't sure what I was going to do.
So how did it pan out this morning? Take us through how day two panned out. You didn't have a camera on board today, of course, because you were 16th. Tell us what happened.
Well, the camera takes the pressure off too. So. But no, we did the same thing. I really didn't have much idea of what I was going to do. I was going to go and see if I could catch 5 again. So we spent probably half an hour at 4 Mile, out deep, couldn't see too many fish, didn't have a bite. And I said to Jacob, we just got to go swing for the fence and do something totally different. So we had similar lures on, so I went up shallow. There was a bank yesterday, I got a lot of bites on a mast, but couldn't convert. I caught one fish. Jacob had his blade on, and I'd been fishing the blade as well. But we did the 1-2 approach. He fished the blade, I fished the mask. He caught a fish on a blade straight away. So then I just picked up the blade as well, and we went to work and basically just fished rocky edges. And the further into the session we went, the shallower we got, and realised the bigger fish were coming from there.
So what I gathered from that was non-boater catches of fish, plan out the window, use what they're using.
Yeah, so you take hints, exactly. Yeah, and that's the cool thing, or the cool concept about it, because you can take hints. And I learn all the time watching from different people. So I just picked it up straight away, and we just went to work. And I threw a 3/8 with stinger hooks on the back. Jacob threw a half ounce with standard hooks, and we were catching fish regularly. So yeah, it was great.
Well, it was a tough day on the water. Show us what you were throwing. That looks like the evergreen Little Max there, and that one looks like it has been dragged through the doghouse.
Yeah, it's been through a lot, especially today. Got banged around a bit, but Eco Gear ZX sting hooks on the back. Just take all the standard hooks off, and I just find those fish that come up and nudge it or sniff it. You'll catch those guys. But yeah, extra finesse long cast Miller rod. I think it's a Daiwa TD Black Reel, Yamatoyo resin sheller 10 pound, I'm pretty sure, and resin sheller, Yamatoyo 10 pound leader.
I think this is one of the first times where we've had the boater and the non-boater champions using nearly exactly the same outfit. It's that XFLC. Is that what it is? Is that the right combination of letters?
Yeah, so XFLC stands for Extra Finesse Long Cast. So that was the cool thing this morning. I noticed he was using Millers, and we were using exactly the same setups, and it just worked perfectly. You
know what? You should have said it would have been a great call at the start of the day. So we got matching rods. Let's get some matching trophies.
And that's how it worked out. It was perfect.
Any sponsors you want to thank, mate? And before that, though, I want to know this shallow pattern. Like, how do you work the lure with that shallow? If someone wants to come to Cania and try it out, what do they do?
So what we worked out, like I said, was just throw it up super shallow. If there's weed there, even better. But pick the rocky banks, the ones adjacent to deep water, steep rocky banks, throw it up as shallow as you can possibly get it. We were landing it in probably half a foot of water sometimes and hopping it out. And I reckon some of our bites were coming in maybe 1 foot to 2 foot of water, especially those big ones. But just short, sharp hops, 7 foot rod's always good, fairly fast action rod, so you can whip it out pretty quick, especially if it gets caught in the weed. And those bass react to that quick moving lure. And doesn't matter what type of blade it is, as long as you get it in where they are and flick it out, they'll eat it.
That's great, mate. Tell us about your sponsors.
Like I was saying before, without my sponsors, I love fishing, and I've got some great sponsors. So thanks to Rapala VMC and 13 Fishing, Miller Rods, of course, can't forget them. JML Anglers Alliance, Bassman Spinnerbaits, Garmin Australia, particularly with the live scope. It's a massive deal on my boat. Ken Mills Toyota, Railblazer, Mick Johnson, Costa Australia. Lots of really great support that I value a lot and really appreciate it.
Now, we noticed the thing at ABT, naming sponsors, anglers, tend to win events. It happened last weekend. It happened today. You just need to get the sponsor's product, don't you? If you're using the sponsor's gear, Karma comes and gets you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, it's good. It worked out really well. I forgot to mention buck and bass too. Their rainwear is good, but we didn't need it.
Didn't need it today, mate.
But yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, good karma.
Well, that's it from Cania Dam this weekend. The fishing got tough for nearly everybody except this man.